Alright, I'm recording to hard drive 2 as well as streaming, so I get a higher quality recording. Now we're thinking ahead. This is for the YouTube. Uh, this is dumb. So hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. We're live streaming this manga haul because I was streaming anyways, and why not? I had to record it before I ended. Let's go. So, I bought way too much this month. Way too much. And by way too much, I mean like 3 books. Almost all of this is from November, or not November, September, the end of September sales. I bought a ton, and half of it only showed up this month, so like that's why there's gonna be so much. And then next month there'll probably be hardly anything, but there's gonna be some Sentai like deluxe box sets we'll unbox, and they'll be pretty, and we'll look at them. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into it. I got most of this stuff on sale for like $5, which $5 Canadian, that's real good. That's like $3.50 American, so just remember that, and it's almost all new. So first up, we got sorry, just let me change my camera so I can actually see the view it's on. We got Black Cat Volume 8, which is out of print, so it's hard to get these volumes new still, especially at that price. I'm trying to get them all slowly. I now have up to 8, and I have like extras of 1 and 3 for some reason that I'll have to get rid of. So I'll probably give them away somewhere, but yeah. I really liked the anime as a kid. Manga's different, which it's still good, but it's like, there's times where I'm like, it's aged, but I still like it. Also, fun fact, there's a character in this named Eve, this blonde girl. So the artist who did this, the story and art is by Kentaro Yabuki. He does the art for To Love Ru, though he doesn't do the story, I believe. I think he just does the art. But one of the characters, he just made this character again with the exact same powers and everything. They literally just took this character and they're like, I really like that character. Let's put her in this, but make it, because it's super ecchi, make her super ecchi. And that was it. So yeah, weird. For anyone who didn't know that, though, I think most people who are into those series do. Next up, we got Crisis Girls Volume 1 and 2. This is the complete series. It's only 2 volumes. I've only read Volume 1 so far, but it's just like this weird, absurdist, over-the-top comedy about like superhero girls defending a city, but they're like really violent and hurt people a lot. Like, this girl is a gravedigger, and her friends are all zombies that she makes. And she's like the main character, and like chapter 1 is her fighting a bunch of giant penguins with her zombies and stuff. Like, it's just absurd. I'm really interested to read volume 2, and unfortunately it's just 2 volumes, but I understand it's not for everyone, and it definitely has its misses, but for a short series that's somewhat fun and cute, it's pretty decent. And I got this pretty cheap as well, and I still got enough enjoyment out of it. I'd recommend it if you like those absurdist comedy things. Next up, we got here Volume 1 of Black Torch, which is super shonen-y. Like, it's super generic shonen, but I think that's what it does well. Like, I think within the first chapter, they do a, I'm behind you. Like, you fool, I'm already behind you. And then, like, chapter 4, he does it again. He's like, I'm already behind you. And then the other guy's like, you think that'll work on me? I'm already behind you. And it's like from that one meme where they keep going back, and they literally did it seriously. And it was really funny to me. But its high point is the artwork. Like, this is a really pretty manga. Like, the artwork is fantastic. I want to find some combat stuff, because like the line work and designs are really cool from like the fighting, and there's cute girls. But yeah, so artwork and design work are the strong points. I believe it's 5 volumes total. This is just the first that came out. I'll probably be picking it all up. It's pretty decent, and it's cool. Oh yeah, there's like this poster thing in the front. But it might be one of the ones you have to like cut. Oh no, it's not. So this is like the poster in the front, showcases some of the cool artwork. Yeah, it's neat. If you like really stylish stuff, I'd recommend it, but it's very shonen. Like, speaking of shonen, we got volumes 3 and 4 of Seraph of the End because they were on sale, super cheap. Like I actually got a notification saying this, or it's like I think Viz posted saying like this series is on sale here, and I went and I bought 2 of the volumes, and then I looked and I'm like, wait, there's so much else on sale too. It's not just that series; it's like all of Shonen Jump. So I ended up buying a ton of another series, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, I know a lot of people fell off this series, and I sort of did with these scans. But I did really enjoy the early volumes, and I'm a big fan of Shinoa and Mitsuba as a ship, even though I don't think it'll ever work. I really hope it would end up that way, but I don't know. It was good enough that I'm legitimately curious at what direction it went in from where I last read to. So I guess I'm just getting back into it, and I'm going to buy it slowly. They're cheap volumes because they're Viz, so it's not like it's costing me a lot. It's like 13 Canadian, but again, I got these for like $5. And yeah, they're cool. And I love the, like, they almost all have like a poster page in the front. Here's Shinoa and Mitsuba. The girls. The girls. And then you have Yoichi, who I swear I saw him again while looking at stuff. This isn't Yoichi. Oh, there's Yoichi. No, that's... Is that Yoichi? No, that's you. What am I saying? I'm dumb. But Yoichi, I realized, looks a lot like Yamaguchi. Just saying. Next up, though, I got... Some of this I feel like I showed last month, but then I don't think I did, so I'm just going to show it anyways. I might have. But I got volume 1 of Shoulder of Coffin Kuro. This is also a print. Like, this is long art print, but this is really pretty. I love Kyuduki's artwork. I bought a bunch of their other series. I know for sure I showed the Gaitsukuja JA Art Club or whatever. Gaitsu... Yeah, I don't remember. But I remember I showed the art book I got of that last month. This is by the same author. This is the first volume. My friend showed me this ages ago, and the first volume I could get. The other volumes are actually really hard to find up until the newest one that came out, and it's still ongoing, so I'm trying to find all those because it's a cool series, and I don't want to end up somehow missing it. But yeah, I love this artist's art. It's like very stylistic. I did also actually buy a bunch of Gaijutsu art design class by the same author, of course. There's only 7 volumes total. They're out of print. They're hard to find. But I managed to get volumes 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7, which is the last, of course. They're normally like $17, and I got them all for around $6. This one's actually $22, the last volume. Like, they're brutal, but it's because they have a bunch of color pages in them as well. And they're super, super cute. I got these super cheap. I think because they were going out of print, they were trying to sell them off. So I'm just looking for volume 2 and 6 of this series. But it's kind of hard to find singles of it, so this might take me a while to get them. But I absolutely love this series. I watched the anime ages ago, and I'm a huge fan. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you like slice of life and 4-koma stuff. Let's see, what do we got next? We got volume 1 of Case Study of Vanitas. I found out there was gay vampires and potentially lesbian vampires. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy that immediately. Then like, I haven't even finished reading Pandora Hearts yet, even though I bought the like rest of it because I've been rereading it to remember what happens. So like, I shouldn't start this yet because it's a Jun Mochizuki series. The top corner's a bit damaged, which I guess is a trade-off for getting it for like $6, I think this one was. But like, I love Jun Mochizuki's artwork and their stories, so I'm really looking forward to getting into the series once I finish Pandora Hearts. So this one, Taboo Tattoo, Volume 1. I watched the anime of this. It was legitimately one of the worst anime I ever saw, but it is so bad it was funny type thing, so I really want to see if the manga is the same level of absurdist nonsense, and if it takes the same route that the anime did with in regards to how one of the characters gets like killed off in one of the dumbest ways possible. that screws everyone over. But I got this for like $3. It was at the Cover to Cover used store. Uh, they don't have too much stuff left. A lot of yaoi. I actually noticed they had all of Earthian by Yun Koga, which I have Akuma no Riddle by, and then something else by them. You'll see some volumes of soon. But I've been thinking of going and seeing if they still have it and just buying it because it's like 4 volumes for like $3 or something. It's like, sure, it's yaoi, but I've not read much yaoi. I don't have much in my collection. See what it's like. I know I like Yun Koga's work from Akuma no Riddle, and the other one, which I'll show in just a second. Uh, and Akuma no Riddle is a Yuri, and that's actually the funny thing to me, because Akuma no Riddle's a Yuri. This is the other series I got. I got volumes 1 and 2 of Gestalt. I think there's 8 total, and this is a gender bender by Yun Koga, so I get like all of the different sort of steps in the LGBT that aren't. But this is like old and not the best. It's definitely not the best when it comes to. Well, it's not really making a big deal about it being bad. I don't know. This series is weird. It's like an MMORPG. Or not even. It's like someone took a D&D campaign and made a manga of it, which is actually somewhat popular apparently. Like there's other stuff like that, but it's all right. It's definitely old, and you can tell like this is from like I think it started in 1992, and like you can tell by the artwork, it's very early 90s art, but it's interesting enough. I'm partway into the second volume. I won't buy past it until I get there. Just yeah, it's all right. It's a decent fantasy, and I got it cheap. I also got volume 1 of Astra Lost in Space again. Viz and most of the Shonen Jump stuff went on a super cheap sale. I've heard very good things about this, and I believe it's only 7 volumes total, so I'm like, I'll check it out. If it's good, you know, it's not a huge investment. And again, Shonen Jump are cheaper. And it's really, really cheap at the time to just try it out and get into it. Next up, we got volumes 5 and 6 of Children of the Worlds. I haven't read volume 6 yet. I just started to. I adore this series so much. It's gorgeous. Look at these covers. Look how pretty these are. It's such a fucking depressing nightmare ride, but it's so good. It makes me cry in all the right ways. I would highly recommend this if you want angst and really dark undertones and sad stuff. But it's got a really, really unique, interesting world that's unlike anything else I've ever read or watched, and it's super cool, so I'd recommend that. I think I actually forgot to grab a book. Or do I have it in this pile here? No, I have it on this pile. Okay, we're good. Alright, whatever, we'll keep going. We got volume 5 of Haruhi, because I got the first 4 at the book sale at the books, not the bookstore, at the mall, the charity one, and this was also on sale with the other stuff for like $4, and it's new, so it's better quality than the other volumes I have. But like, Haruhi's a classic, right? I had the others I got super cheap, and then I was like, wait, these are regularly $17. What the fuck? I guess I'll buy it while it's like 5 because I don't want to spend that money later. I'd been saving up for a while because I wanted a PS4, and then I bought all this manga, and I can't afford the PS4. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bad decision. We made a mistake, Scoobs, but it's okay. I'm excited to read this. I never actually finished the Haruhi anime, so I guess this is my way of finally going back and doing that. We got light novel 2 of Gun Gale Online, which, as people who know me probably know, I'm a huge Gun Gale fan. I haven't actually read the first light novel yet, but I've read the manga volumes out, and I've watched the anime. I like it. I like Gun Gale a lot. I really like Len and Pito, and I ship them really hard, and I hope it ends up with them being somewhat gay farther, and yeah. Next up, I spoke about gay vampires earlier. I don't know if it's gay, but I got Happiness. It's vampires. It's volume 1. It's by the creator of Flies of Evil. It's supposedly super depressing. I haven't gotten to read it yet, but I got this at the used store as well for like $4. and this is like something so many people talk about and say how amazing it is. So, super interested to get into this. I don't know how I'll feel about it though, because I'm usually not into super dark, depressing things. But I've been reading Children of the Whales lately, so who knows? Maybe we'll see. We'll see if it brings me happiness. Ha. I also got volume 1 of Girls Last Tour. It's only 6 volumes total, and they're actually quite expensive volumes. They're generally about 20 each, so the fact that I could get this for 6 as well, I wanted to. I really love the art style of this series, and the anime is a lot of fun, and I have to finish it, and it's just super cute. But post-apocalyptic wasteland, Moe Blob, girls' adventure. What can go wrong? Probably a lot. But yeah, I'm super into this series, so glad I could get that at such a cheap price, because Canadian prices are brutal, and that's why I decided to spend so much and waste all my money. I got volume 7 of Spiral. This was super cheap, like this was like $3. Spiral's been out of print for a while. I have some of the first volumes. I'm trying to get all because I'm a huge fan of Kiyoshi Odera. I've been buying their other series, Inspector, that's coming out right now. I read all of Record of a Fallen Vampire. So I really want to get all of this, and I'm working to it, but lots of the volumes are sold out, so it's hard to find them at like a new copy price. Like, you know it's old when the Canadian price was $12. Like, as a yen press volume, the overpriced company was selling them at $12 when this came out, so you know how old this is. Yeah, the series is really weird. It starts off as like some weird like investigative thing, and then it just gets like really over the top because it's like high school investigators, and it's like, oh yeah, this is like a murder plot. Like, wait a second, this is a murder conspiracy. Let's go. So it's pretty interesting and wild. Getting into stuff I'm actually finishing, I got volume 6 and volume 8 of Chrono Crusade, which finishes my collection of this, which I'm super happy for. The anime is one of my favorites as a kid. I've gotten it signed by Greg Ayres, who voiced Chrono. I've actually gotten it signed twice because I didn't have anything else for him to sign, so he just signed over his old signature and made it pretty. It's kind of funny. I'm probably going to bring it next year and get him to do it again. But yeah, as you can see, this one's a library copy, and I can't get out of this stupid plastic protection because it's glued on, and I'm really worried I'm going to damage the book if I try to force it. So I might just the glue's not all the way back, so I might just cut in, have like a little patch of plastic here, but get this off. I haven't done it yet though, but I got these pretty cheap because this was like a used library copy. It was actually super cheap, and this one was a decent price. It was also used. But for out-of-print volumes, they weren't too bad, because it's hard to find those. So that completes my Chrono Crusade collection, which is exciting to me. And then I also got volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Complex Age, which completes my collection of that. I bought the first 2 volumes like a month or 2 ago, and they were super good, and it's very different from what I usually read. It's very adult and focusing on like adult themes and fandom, which I'm super into. And I got like volumes 4, 5, and 6, and I only just got volume 3, so I'm like, yay, I can finally read the rest of it, so I can't wait to do that. These were also, again, like all of this was about $5 each, which I have to keep saying because I don't want people to think I've dropped this much money, because yes, I dropped this much money, but it's okay. It was at like 30% the regular price. Please don't judge. I'm not spending that much anymore. I'm saving money. I'm not being bad. I know I have bad spending habits. You don't have to tell me or judge me silently. One of the ones I did buy at full price, there was 3 volumes. The Voynich Hotel Volume 2, as it just came out, so it wasn't on sale, but I love this series. It's only 3 volumes, of course. It's Domen Seimin. I was so happy that this finally started coming out, so I've been buying it, and I'm gonna get the last volume on release, too, and then I'll have my full collection, and I adore this series so much. I read it like a few years ago. If you see my Mal page, I have like a thing that says like favorite manga read this year, and Voynich Hotel is on there for that year, so tells you a lot about how much I love this series. The other one I bought at full price was Fire Force Volume 2, which is 12, not 2, which is another series I'm super into. It's by the creator of Soul Eater. It's got that crazy, super awesome style that Atsushi Okubo does, where it's just so stylistic and so pretty. And it's just fantastic. The story's not quite as strong as Soul Eater. It's a bit weaker, but style-wise, I think it's stronger. Like art, which I guess he's had time to work on it. It's like a mix of like firefighters and like religious cults and stuff, and it's super over the top and just fun, and it's a good shonen to just like conk out and enjoy some shonen for it, because it's shonen, right? So, yeah. Okay, we're almost done with the manga. Almost. I got like 3 more little batches. So, these things I had to get while they're on sale. I got the Blame Master Edition Volume 3 and Volume 4. Which means I just need 5 and 6. These are the 2-in-1s. They're huge. These are regularly about $40 Canadian. I got them for about 18 each. So, that's why I had to buy them while I could. I got my volumes 1 and 2 at half price as well. But yeah, you strike when they're cheap. And I think there's going to be a release like this coming out soon for the other series, Knights of Sidonia as well. I saw listings for a Master Edition, though it's not by Vertical like these are. I think it's still by Kodansha, so I don't know how exactly it'll look. It might be hardcover, it might not be. I don't know the details, but I believe there are 2-in-1s like these, but like, Tsutomu Nihei has such beautiful artwork. Like, I love his stuff. It's just so weird and like uncomfortable. It's so good. I love sci-fi, and I love this series. And I'm so excited to get the Knights of Sidonia. I meant to buy it forever, and I started looking. I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy a bunch of these while this sale's going on. And then I bought these instead, because I was like, I'm going to buy Knights of Sidonia. And I was like, oh, they're coming out with a new release, which will probably be really good and easier to find than this out-of-print one. So, I'm going to get that instead. So that's blam. So the other thing I got, so this is the biggest bulk thing I bought. I bought half of this series, like straight up. So I got volume 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 of Tagami Bachi. Oh, and a second volume of 11, because somehow I got 2. I think I only ordered 1. I need to go through my orders and see if I accidentally ordered 2. But I'm pretty sure they just sent me a second one by accident. But I do need to make sure I didn't just buy a second so I can return it for my money back. Because I somehow have 2 volume 11s. But, you know, that happens sometimes. But God, I love this series so much. The first half was so much fun getting through. I was like, I can get these for like $3.50 right now. They're like double on sale. Let's just buy this whole like half. I think I got all 10 of these for like $70, I want to say. It was less than that. It was like closer to like 50 almost. So yeah, I guess it was closer to $5 volume. I put it lower because I technically got 11 volumes because I somehow got 2 of these. So if I paid for this, then it probably would have been around like slightly less than $5, but I also get money off because of my point card thing. I get 10% off on top of everything else at the end as well, so there's also that off on top of it. So yeah, I cannot wait to get through this series. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite manga, probably all time. I adore letter B. I can't wait to get through it. I've been really bad. I bought all this stuff and it's been coming in. I haven't read much of it. I went on a binge reading Yuri stuff I could find, and I read a bunch of like really problematic bad Yuri that made me hate the fact that I read it and made me uncomfortable. And then I was like, why am I reading this? I have all these books to read. What am I doing with my life? Come on. Come on. Ugh. So there's one more thing that's kind of manga, kind of not. I also picked up, I got this for like $5 because I had like, or I guess it was like, what, 10? Yeah, something like 10. I had a $10 off card thing, and then it's regularly $20, and then I also got a discount at the time, and then my other 10% off. But this thing's really cool. It's Anthony Bourdain's Hungry Ghosts. Anthony Bourdain, of course, from TV, who went around doing all the cooking shows and recently passed away. It's with Joel Rose and comics top horror artists, so it's like a bunch of food-related horror stories. They're all kind of like, I think Japanese myths, most of them, and they're all like somewhat related to food, and there's all these neat comics based on it. It's so, like, this is perfect for the Halloween season. And then at the end, it's got like stuff about the different demons and stuff, and like there's a whole bunch of sections that go into the culture and the like details behind the story, and then there's also like 5 recipes if you want to do them. This isn't on the screen well, but there's like Tokyo ramen, classic meatballs, like just different recipes. Bourdain picked up Uso Buso, saffron risotto, so it's neat. I might try some of this out, but this was a really cool, weird book to just find, and I picked up on a whim, and it's super cool. And I was a big Anthony Bourdain fan. Well, I can't really say big, but like when I wanted to kill time, I would somewhat often throw on an episode of his just in the background to pay attention to. I know I watched the last one that came out before he passed away, the Armenia one with Serge Tankian, and I still can't believe that happened, sort of, that he was just gone, but and then this is not anime, but I want to show it. I picked up, I'm getting back into fantasy, and this series is amazing. I know it's not manga, it's not anime, it's not even related, but it's a super awesome fantasy series with like LGBT characters that they don't follow the barrier gay tropes. There's a bunch of strong female characters. Everyone is flawed and realistic. It's fantastic. It's volume 2 in a series, but it works as a standalone. If you like fantasy, read Bloody Rose. And then go read the fanfic that I'm currently working on. So once it's up on AO3, go read it. But yeah, it's just amazing. This is probably one of my new biggest like interests. It has been fantasy again, and Nicholas Eames' world I just adore, so I figured I'm gonna talk about it. I'll say it, even though I shouldn't, because it doesn't match, but yeah. Then I also picked up Tweeny Witches, and this is the full series. This is like 2004, I think. This has heavy Little Witch Academia vibes, except it came out before. Like, if you like Little Witch Academia, I'd really recommend this. It's pretty much a darker little witch, basically. It's got 40 10-minute episodes, so closer to like 20 episodes, and it's really neat. I managed to find this really cheap, but it's been out of print for a while, so it's actually kind of hard to get the DVDs, and they're kind of expensive if you don't find it at the right time, but I lucked out. Again, all of this has been opportunity buys because they're cheap, and all from a month ago that have just arrived this month. I haven't bought anything this month because I had to save up after spending all of this. I've got 2 last things here, though. I've got the Retrace Pandora Heart Zine, which I pre-ordered months ago, so that didn't come out of my wallet anytime recently, but I'm just gonna not show too much of the art, just a quick flip. There's also some stories, because, you know, I think you can still buy PDF volumes to do that if you want, because it's all art stuff. I love Zines, I've been getting super into them, and there's a Pandora Hearts one in the year 2018. I was like, I can't believe this, I need to buy it. I don't think any echo. There might be one. I can't tell if it's echo or not because the outfit's a bit off from what I remember. So maybe I'll change when I get farther in. But she's my favorite character, and there's so little of her in this. But it's still super cool to have. I do want to buy more designs again. I've been saying that. I bought a bunch of Land of the Lustrous ones a while back. And I need to keep my eye open for other ones of that. I actually really want to see if there's a Golden Kamuy like cookbook design. I might have to check. And then yeah, we have one last thing to do. We got a package today. Listen to that tape tear. Ooh. Packing tape tearing is such a good sound, I swear. That probably destroyed your eardrums. I'm sorry. But we got this box. We got this box. I'm gonna open it here. Alright. 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 We got our box. I can't. Okay, we got our Ami card. Yay. Alright, let's. We got paper. And we got a bunch more paper. Let me get out of the box. Oh god, this is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. This is way bigger. Da 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 da! It doesn't fit in the screen! Okay, there's nothing else in here but paper. Let's get this box out of the way. So I pre-ordered this months ago as well. It is, speaking of Land of the Lustrous, let me turn it here. It's the Land of the Lustrous Phos figure. This box is actually super cool, being like full see-through. It's pretty. There we go. You can see what she should look like. Or they should, sorry. It's okay. The slug is female, so I can say what slug girl should look like. But yeah, Phos is gender neutral, so. Or you can use male pronouns, because that's what they use for the manga, because Japan doesn't really have gender neutral pronouns, so yeah, like you can use masculine or gender neutral in English. The official manga translation uses gender neutral. I'm not sure about the subs. I wasn't paying attention. I should probably check that again. I think the subs are gender neutral too. They all just went with the characters' names in place of like whatever. I'm trying to get this open. Let's get this open. Let's get this open. I think people are regretting the fact that I did this. They're like, why would you? Why? I think the fact that I'm being so depressed about buying so much. I'm an irresponsible spender who spends money to deal with being depressed, and it shows. I'm sorry. That's just how life is. And that's just how it be on this bitch of an earth. I still don't remember where that's from, but I love it all the same. Alright. Phos is almost free. We've almost got them free. Oh, is this more tape? More tape! More tape. Is there any more tape? There's tape. Okay, I don't think there's any more tape. Oh no, there's a lot more tape. I only have one more figure on pre-order. I'm probably not buying any more for a long time because I don't have shelf space anymore. But the last one I have on order is the Yang Ruby one. Oh no! We almost lost our slug. Popped right out. Let's Alright, let's get this out of the way. Let's show this off. Jesus, this has been going for like an extra 34 minutes. Yikes. Okay, so there's Fos. Anything else in here? No. So we take this off. Where's the instruction booklet? Okay, instruction booklet. Let's go. We take Fos. And there's the foot goes on to here. This angle, I believe. Where? This angle? Wait. Yeah, okay, so Fos goes like that. And then you somehow attach here. Oh wait, that's what I did. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Fos is so good. Look at Fos. The face is a little weird, but that's about it. It's a pretty cool figure. And I'm excited. I love Land of the Lustrous. I gotta catch up. This angle is not good. Let me just... There we go. You can see some books on my bed. And a bookshelf in the background. Like 2 bookshelves. But yeah. It's Fos. Hey. Oh no, it's all stuck. It's all stuck. I lost the thing holding it up. Oh no. Alright, that's it. That's it for the stream. That's it for the video. That's it for the manga haul. Thank you for watching. Don't spend better than me. Like, love yourself and buy what you want, but spend better than me, okay? Just spend better than me. And remember, kids, good girls work hard. Bad girls like frogs.